K, Judah roars against the black church lies.
Big salute, family. This your brother K. Judah, giving all praise to the Most High Yah and faith in Yahshua HaMashiach. To the beloved Israelite family worldwide, I say peace and blessings. To the CUC family, y'all already know, love y'all with the pure heart. Big salute to my brother Shah Sham. Big salute to the Nazarene Hebrew Institute of Technology family and all the beloved brothers and sisters of the mighty nation of Israel, who's in the chat and who will come later. The reason why I'm doing this live, family, those who don't look like us are screaming very loud. And I think that we as Israelite brothers and sisters, we need to scream even louder. What do I mean? I'm talking about with the Bible. We have to be in season, out of season. When we don't even feel like doing it, we have to do what we have to do to wake up the minds of our people. The reason why a lot of our people are stuck in Christianity is because we have to scream even louder. Now, some of them are not going to turn. We understand that. Some of them are going to remain in the religion of Christianity. They're not trying to hear anything. Those are not the ones we're trying to reach. Guess why? Because the Bible said, don't cast your pearls before swine. So if somebody tell you, I do not want to hear that Bible, don't even waste your time, family. Dust the dust off. Keep it moving. Dust the dust off. Keep it moving. You do not have time to be arguing with lost individuals who want to remain lost. Don't waste your time. Now, as you see the title, it says the political agenda through Christianity for the Jewish people to cosplay as the Israelites. This is political, family. This is a political agenda for the Jewish people to cosplay as the Israelites. And America is in on this agenda. Trump is in on this agenda. Let me say one thing about Trump. A lot of people say a lot of things about Trump. But when you look at some of the things he do, they are not all bad. What do I mean? When these Hispanics and, Hispanics and people coming for what? El Salvador and, just different places around the world in Latin America, Mexico, just different places they was coming from. They went into our communities and the government was funding these people when you had our people who've been here for over 400-500 years paying taxes. They could not get any funding from this government. Now, this is when the Democrats was in office. So you can't put this on Trump. This is when the Democrats was in office. They was funding these people. But we've been here all this time and we can't get no funding, right? So Trump get into office because we understand the Most High orchestrate everything. None of these presidents do anything of their own. It is by the Most High design, who he choose, who he sit down, who he lift up, who he put in one place, remove the other one out of their place. This is all of the Most High in Christ. So when Trump get in office, Trump say they got to go. Now, a lot of people got upset when Trump was doing this, but I didn't get upset because whatever is affecting my people to where they can't live, I'm on the side, whatever is going to benefit my people where they can live. I don't care if you don't like Trump. I don't care if you call him a devil. If he did something that's going to benefit my people where they can have their jobs, they can keep their livelihood going for their families, for their children, for themselves, where they can pay their bills. Get the Hispanics away from my brothers and sisters. Get whoever, I don't care who it is. If it's causing a decline in my brothers and sisters getting employment, taking care of their families, get them out of there. They got to go. That's how we need to think as a people. If it's affecting one, it affects us all, family. You talking about you doing good, but your brothers and sisters ain't. How you doing good? Stop just thinking about yourself, man, because you in one state, they're in another state. They going through it in their state. So that's when you need to get on your knees and pray that Yah will make a way for our brothers and sisters in Chicago, our brothers and sisters in Philadelphia, Washington, D.C., wherever our people scattered at, and y'all know we scattered everywhere. So don't just worry about what you got. Worry about what your brothers and sisters don't have. Because these people, I mean, they got so much money out of this government, man. They are allowed to get food stamps. They are allowed to get government aid. And when they get a business loan, they don't have to pay on that loan for the next 10 years. You don't have that privilege, man. So stop thinking we're equal. Stop praying for us all to get along. There's a time for everything. You are not in the time of getting along. You are in the time of survival. And you got to do what's best for yours. And we all have to do what's best for each other, family. We have to get to a place where we understand through the Most High and through Yahshua and through one another, we really all we got. We don't have no allies, family. When are we going to realize we don't have any friends? We don't have allies, family. We don't have support. All nations are confederate. They are confederate, Israel. So like I said before, as you see the title, the political agenda through Christianity for the Jewish people to cosplay as the Israelites. This is your brother K. Judah, who will continue to roar against Christianity. I want to show you a newspaper clipping, and I want to say Shabbat Shalom to all my beloved brothers and sisters in the chat. We have to care about each other, family. And I'm not talking about with the lip service. When my mama told me she loved me, she showed me that she loved me. She supported me in everything I did. Everything I did. True love, true support. Hugged us at night. Tucked us in. Read the Bible to us. Showed us love. She didn't talk love, she showed love. So she instilled that same expression of how to show it by what she showed me, what we examined in the house. So when I say I love you, Israel, of course you only hear it from my mouth. But your brother is here for the nation. Any way I can help our people, I am here to do that. And there's no monetary gain you need to give me for me to help. I'm not looking for anything to extend my hand and help, because that's not what it's about. It's about building relationships and having respect for one another and walking in unity with one another so we can understand in the end, we really all we got. We don't have no allies. We don't have no friend. We don't have no support. Every other nation stick to themselves and they only worry about their own people. Now, do we have to spread the gospel? Because we are different, distinct people. So we can't do what other people do because we've been given the responsibility to spread Yah's word. We have the oracles. We have the covenant. We have everything that everybody else wish they had, but they don't have. So, of course, our job and the responsibility of our job is a little bit more different than us trying to compare ourselves to other people. We can't do that. We are different from other people. We are distinct people. We are chosen people. We are peculiar people. So we can't look at ourselves in the mirror and be like, well, why them nations are allowed to have this and that? No, Israel, you are rich. You are rich spiritually. And you're going to be rich one day physically. They just got money. You actually rich in the inside and would be on the outside. You see the difference? They're not rich in the inside. You are rich in the inside because y'all spirit dwelleth in you. They don't know y'all. You know y'all. And that's why we get hit upside the head. Because we know y'all. And it's for us to know how to do right. Because we know him. Nobody else know him. Nobody else know Yahshua. We actually know him. We have a relationship with him. We have a covenant with him. We have a bond with him. We are married unto him. You see the difference? They don't have that, family. We do. We do. So let me open up this window. Y'all know what I didn't do? I didn't even play no music, family. Oh my God. I'll play it at the end. I'll play it at the end, but I want to show y'all this. So y'all can see this is nothing but a political agenda, even though a lot of y'all already know that. See, my Israelite brothers and sisters, y'all already equipped. Y'all know what's going on. See, we trying to pull a lot of our other brothers and sisters out the fire. We really trying to wake them up, but if they tell me, I ain't trying to hear that, bro. It's nothing I can do, family. It's nothing I can do. It's not that I don't love my brothers and sisters. It's nothing I can do from that point on. I can't force it down their throat. I'm not about to argue with them. I'm not about to fight with you. If you tell me I'm not trying to hear what you're talking about, I'm gone, family. And that may be the only chance that Yah gave you to hear his word. He's not going to keep bringing me to you over and over. He's not going to bring my elders to you over and over. He's not going to bring Bro Tim to you over and over. It's a lot of great teachers, elders, handling business. And guess what? A day is going to come. There's going to be the famine of the word. What are you going to do when you can't find the Israelites? What are you going to do? Because a famine of the word is coming. What are you going to do when you're looking for those teachers, but you cannot find them? What are you going to do? So you better get this truth now while you have the time. Man, let's get into this, man. I don't want to keep rambling. Let's get into this. I want to show y'all this. Okay, I want y'all to check this out. Let me make the screen bigger. This is nothing but a political agenda. Many of you already know that. This is PBS News, okay? PBS News. It say the U.S. military aid for Israel topped $17.9 billion since last October the 7th. But they don't got no money to give us reparations, huh? Even though I'm only saying that because they said they broke. But when you see our people fighting for reparations, which I don't believe we'll ever get reparations because y'all got something better for us. But my brothers and sisters who do strive for that, I salute them in their efforts. But at the end of the day, this country is not going to give us any reparations. All the money go to Israel. Now, they say they broke, but I want you to look at this. U.S. military aid for Israel tops 17.9 billion. Not million, billion. Billion, family. This is political. It say Washington, the United States has spent a record of at least 17.9 billion on military aid to Israel since the war in Gaza began and led to escalating conflict around the Middle East. According to a report for Brown University, Cost of War Project released Monday on the anniversary of Hamas attack on Israel. It say, in addition, 4.86 billion has gone into step up U.S. military operations in the region since the October 7, 2023 attack. Now remember, they gave them 17.9 billion in total. Then October the 7th, 2023, they gave them another 4.8 billion, right? Watch this though. Let me read this. I'm gonna leave this window open, but I just want to read this to you. I just want to read this to you. It says that the U.S. aid to Israel current figures, annual baseline, the U.S. has committed 3.8 billion a year, family, to Israel in military aid through 2028. Did y'all hear that? Did you just hear that? So how much did they give them in total, KJ? The total since 1948, the U.S. has given Israel over 305 billion to 317 billion in cumulative foreign aid since its founding. Adjusting for inflation, about 70% of this goes to defense, meaning military. 305 billion. They say they broke though, y'all. But they giving them 3.8 billion a year to Israel military aid, and this gonna continue through 2028. The point that I'm showing you this fucker, this is political. This don't have nothing to do with them being a chosen people. This don't have nothing to, with them having a covenant with Yah. This is all political. From the time they left Germany, from the time that Hitler told them to decide what you want to do, but you got to get up out of here. Hitler told them, you got to go. They decided, because they made an agreement to go to Palestine, and they was going to create a state of Israel for them, right? Now, remember, through the British mandate, which is also a political agenda, they put in the mandate to create a state for these people. Now, according to the religion, they had Christianity, what they like to call, I don't like using the word Jew, because in the time of Abraham, there wasn't no Jew. Eber was for Hebrew. Eber was for Hebrew. The Jew word is a Greek word that didn't come around till later. None of our ancestors called themselves Jews. They called themselves Yehudi or Yehudim. They didn't call themselves no Jew. So when you look at this political agenda by the Israelis or the Jewish people, they call themselves Jews. But when you ask them what tribe you come from, they just say, I'm a Jew. So how can all y'all be Jews when it's 12 tribes? Because this is a political agenda, family. So the point that I'm about to do this video for and show y'all many other things, what is the point, KJ? Okay, we know it's a political agenda. We know they get money in aid from America for the defense force and military aid. But what do they have to do with a political agenda? Well, when you got kicked out the land in 70 AD, the land was fertile and it was ready for people to come in and occupy that land, right? So the Palestinians, they was dwelling around this territory first. And then in 1948, through the British mandate, the Jewish people came over there. And even though the Palestinians extended their hand in love to them, they start slaughtering these people. Slaughtering them. Men, women, and children. Took their land. It's not their land, but you understand what I'm saying. Took the land that they was dwelling in, kicked them out the land. Now they over there fighting and having a conflict over land that don't belong to the Palestinians, that don't belong to the Jewish people. Because at the end of the day, that carved out piece of state of Israel, it's not all the inheritance that Yah gave to Shem. Shem inheritance started from the Indian Ocean to the river Euphrates, to the uttermost parts of the sea, which is the Mediterranean Sea, all the way to the Negev by Edom, and Mount Sinai, which is by Edom. All this encompass Shem's land. So when you hear people say, oh, that little piece of dirt, they have no understanding, because if they understood the Jubilees and the books of the Bible, they will understand it is not a little piece of land. It's the size of a football field. But not according to some of the Israelites who got all the knowledge in the world and think it's a little piece of dirt, which we know it's not, family. So the political agenda is this. We got to get rid of these Negroes. We cannot allow the world to find out that these Negroes are the children of Israel, because not only is it going to mess up the political agenda, because they use Christianity as an anchor for the Jewish people to cosplay as the Israelites. Did y'all know that? Why y'all think so many white preachers, they always talking about the Jewish people are the chosen people of God? He chose the Jewish people. They don't understand the scriptures. They're not really trying to get understanding of the book, because if they understood the book and read the scriptures, they would understand that they are people, they call themselves Jews and are not. We're not calling ourselves Jews. So who is y'all talking to when he say, I know the blasphemy of them? He can't be talking to us because we call ourselves not, African American, Afro American, Negro, Black American. We call ourselves bywords and proverbs. So who is this people that call themselves Jews and are not, but are the synagogue of Satan? But the world gonna tell you it's not talking about the Jewish people. They are blessed people. God loved them. He made a covenant with the Jewish people. Show me. You mean to tell me all these books that other Jewish people then wrote about the Jewish people, y'all still gonna act like y'all blind? You mean to tell me all this documentation that you can go to the library, you can go to Google, you can buy books, you can go to any platform or site that deal with historical facts. You can pull this information out and you're going to tell me all these people lying, even though they're Europeans just like the Jewish people? They all telling lies, right? That the Jewish people is cosplaying as the children of God, which are Europeans with a nationality, an origin, a land, but now they claim to be a people that they not. How can you be European and an Israelite? How can you be European and a Jew? How can you come from Poland and Germany? How can you come from Russia? How can you come from Ukraine, Italy, Albania, England, and now all of a sudden, your whole nationality didn't change? How? How did y'all change y'all names to sound more Hebrewic? Y'all got Russian names and German names and Poland names and England names, but y'all changed y'all names to make it look like y'all got Hebrew names. Go ask Netanyahu what's his real name. Go ask a lot of these Jewish people, what is your real name? What was you named before you came into Palestine? This is all politics and political, family. That's why the world cannot accept you as who you are, because this political agenda been going on since 1948. People have been brainwashed. And the Jewish people is going through the same thing that the woman at the well was going through. The Samaritans. What was they going through, KJ? In 2 Kings 17, when the northern kingdom got kicked out, they brought other people in the land to cosplay as the northern kingdom. When Christ came on the scene, these people have been living in the land from the time that the northern kingdom was kicked out all the way to the time of the Messiah, when the Romans had took over after the Greeks. You had children being born in northern kingdom territory, and by the time Christ come on the scene, they are telling Christ, well, our father Jacob gave us this well. But these are not the real children of Israel. So what's the difference from the Jewish people saying, well, our fathers gave us this land, then that Samaritan woman telling Christ, our father Jacob gave us this well, but she wasn't an Israelite, family. That's why when Christ walked up on her, what did she say? Why you being a Jew, mean a Yehudim, why you being a Yehudim talking to me? The Yehudims don't have no dealings with the Samaritans. Why did not the southern kingdom deal with the Samaritans? Because they knew that was not the northern kingdom tribes, family. Those was the people they placed in the land after the northern kingdom was taken down by the Assyrians. That's the same thing the Jewish people are doing. They are having children who are being born in the land which is called the state of Israel, and there's nothing you can tell them different from the brainwashing of their mama and their daddy, that you are a chosen child of Yah. When you telling them this from 3 years old and up, What you think the children are going to believe? That they are a chosen seed of Yah, but they just like the woman at the well, family. They are not no chosen children of Yah. But you can't tell them that they not, because this is what they've been taught. The woman at the well, this is what she been taught. That her father Jacob gave her this well, but Jacob wasn't her father. He wasn't her father, family. Let's get out of here right quick. Now I can show you a video. I just wanted to show you that Israel, the fake one, this is where all our tax dollars go to. You wonder why you getting taxed so much and food going up? Because they giving all your aid, your money to these people. Because they feel in their heart that if we bless Israel, America gonna be blessed. America, even though my ancestors are here, my people, I don't want nothing to happen to this place while my people are here. Let it happen when we leave. We got our elderly here. We got our elderly. Some of them need somebody to take care of them. They're in nursing homes and things. So when you hear people talking about they can't wait the bombs come, I hope you talking about when we gone. I hope you talking about when we gone. Let whatever happen after that. So we barely can take care of ourselves, but all of our money is going to another people. Our people losing their jobs, losing their residence and place to stay, because everything is going up, right? Astronomical. And they have the audacity to complain and say we need to work harder. But the Jewish people, they enjoying their lives, though. They got billions of dollars. They control everything, fam. The music industry, Hollywood, the news media. But they the chosen people of God, though, right? I thought God people supposed to be at the bottom and the tail and not the head. These people are the head. They not the tail. We the tail and we not the head. So how they the chosen people when they supposed to be at the bottom of our society? They supposed to be being oppressed by all their enemies. The enemies in the state of Israel supposed to be conquering them. Because you remember you won't be able to stand before your enemies. So how is the Israelis whooping up on the Palestinians and taking the Palestinians' land when it's supposed to be the other way around? They supposed to be taking their land because you won't supposed to be able to stand for your enemies. So how they standing before their enemies? Christianity, a lot of y'all, you're brainwashed, man. And it's so bad. Your brainwashing is so bad that there's nothing nobody can do for a lot of y'all. You that gone. You don't want to hear anything different from what you've been taught. You're gone in your brain, man. You really believe that a Caucasian group of people, God made a covenant with these people. But the Negro is the one going through oppression. The Negro is the one that's the tail and not the head. The Negro is the one hated of all nations, but you got the audacity to say, no, it's the Jewish people he made a covenant with. But you won't find one scripture that he did such a thing, fam. Everybody try to turn a blind eye through your oppression and what you go through because they actually know you are the real children. They know this. They pass information down from generation to generation, historical documents to their children to let their children know, don't you ever, 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 ever let this come out of your mouth around a Negro, that they are the children of God. One white dude say, I've been knew y'all was the children of Israel. They asked him, how you knew that? He said, because my grandpa had already told me. He say, the history of being passed down who y'all Negroes were. And he told me that the Jewish people, they are Khazarians. This a white boy. He said, my granddaddy Ben told me that the people in the land of Israel is Khazarians and not the real people of the book. And they asked him, well, who are the real people? He said, y'all are. He said, the black man in America is the real Jew. He said, how you knew that? He said, my granddaddy. There y'all go. My granddaddy. All right, let's get out of here. Now I can show y'all the video. Listen to this. A lot of y'all already know who this little tubby is, but I'm going to play him anyway. He get on my nerves. I don't like him at all. He think he's smart. He ain't smart at all. You put me in a room with him, I'll make him look like a little schoolgirl in elementary. through the spirit of Yah and Yahshua. But he think he's so wise, though. Put me in the room with him. Put my elders in the room with him. Oh, my Lord. Put Yashayah in the room with him. Put Elder Barrel Walk in the room with him. He won't come out of there, boy. He'll come out of there dripping sweat and everything. Look at this dude, man. Listen to this.
Now is our time to express our appreciation to the Jewish people and to the state of Israel, because the day is going to come when you will be rewarded in heaven for doing exactly that. Israel needs our voice. The Jewish people need our help.
For believers watching who say, well,
over the city of Jerusalem on the side of one of those mountains in perfect stone form. And
I want y'all to know they messing with my stream, man. It's not me, family. They messing with my stream. So hold on, let me add it again. This is not y'all brother KJ. Y'all see what they doing? They messing with the stream, bro. I despise these people, boy. I'm not playing. Fair use, man. Fair use. Now, all of a sudden, it's taking 12 years for the video to pop up. Yeah, okay. Fair use, y'all. Here we go, family. Boy, y'all some scary people, boy. I mean, you get on these platforms and you scream loud how you the chosen people. Stop being scared when somebody examine you being chosen. Cowards.
God has put his name there. This is the place where Abraham placed his son on the altar and proved to God, the God he could not see. Abraham was an idolater. He came out of a pagan society. He was learning to walk by faith, and he was getting ready to take the life of his only son, only covenant son, to prove his love for God. This happened on the Temple Mount in the city of Jerusalem. This is the place where King David captured Jerusalem from the Jebusites. And
he's lying. There go one lie. Y'all see that? That's a lie. That's a lie. This is not the real Jerusalem, family. I done showed y'all plenty of times the real Jerusalem. This is not the real Jerusalem. The real Jerusalem sit in the south by Edom's land when David had a fight with the Jebusites. The real Jerusalem is by the Dead Sea. It bordered the Dead Sea. It did not border the Mediterranean Sea. That is not the real Jerusalem. The real Jerusalem bordered the Dead Sea. So he going to make Jerusalem this place on top of this Temple Mount, talking about this is what David conquered the Jebusites, is a certified lie. Judah and Jerusalem land was close to Esau's land. Judah is over there by the land of the Philistines, which was Ashkelon, Gaza, Ashdod, Ekron. Remember, they had 5 cities by the Mediterranean Sea, right? One of them was called Gaza. Gaza was allotted to Judah. So how can you put Jerusalem all the way by the Mediterranean Sea when the Bible say that Judah's territory bordered the Dead Sea? Make it make sense, John Hagee, Tubby.
made it the capital of Israel, and that happened over 3,000 years ago. I'm very appreciative to the President of the United States for recognizing Jerusalem as the capital of Israel, But people who read the Bible know that as a historical fact that has existed from that moment until right now. This is the place where Isaiah and Jeremiah penned the principles of righteousness that became the moral foundations for Western civilization. Jerusalem is the city where Jesus Christ himself rode in on a young donkey and introduced himself as the Messiah of the world. Jerusalem is where he carried his blood-spattered cross to the cross where he died for my redemption and for your redemption and for every person watching this telecast. You are saved by the blood of Jesus Christ. Jerusalem is where Jesus Christ, outside its city walls, was buried in a borrowed tomb. He rose from the dead. He ascended to the Father from the Mount of Olives. Now here's the future. Yeah. In the future, after the tribulation, when Christ comes back to earth, he's going to put his foot on the Mount of Olives with all of the body of Christ following him. This is Revelation talking. And that mountain is going to split in half. And Christ is going to walk through that valley, up the Temple Mount, into the city of Jerusalem that will come down from the throne of God. He is establishing then a kingdom that shall never end.
How many scriptures have he read, family? Do we have a Bible in his hand? Is he opening up chapter and verse? I don't see it, family. What is he talking about? Do y'all know? They should not be teaching our book, family. This is why I say we need our people to stand up and step up. We have to be even louder than them. He don't understand our book. He trying to preach the Bible from political agenda according to Jewish people, being a people as they cosplay real Israel. That's his agenda. His agenda is to worship and praise Jewish people. And everybody in his church that he teach believe that the Jewish people are the people of God, but there's no records, documentation, historical facts to back up what John Hagee say, to back up what the Jewish people say, or to back up what Christianity say. All historical facts tell you that the Jewish people are Khazarians and Ashkenazi Jews. They come from Europe. They don't come from so-called Palestine. I say so-called because the name was changed to Palestine. Then they changed it to Capitolina. Then they changed it to the land of Canaan. Then they changed it. The Most High didn't give our land none of these names. It was called the land flowing with milk and honey, the promised land. It wasn't called no Canaan. It wasn't called no Palestine. It wasn't called no Capitolina. It wasn't called none of these names. That's why I be saying we have a job to do. The world is deceived. Everybody think they can mistreat you, think you don't have nobody that defend you, thinking you don't have no nationality. Everybody want to say you don't have no culture, you don't have no origin, you don't have no language, you don't know where you come from. You do know where you come from. You come from Zion and you also come from America. So we know where we come from. I come from America until I get ready to go back home. But this is my place of origin. This is where I was born at. So I do know where I come from. I come from Zion, Israel, where my ancestors fell. And guess what? He brought us and scattered us all over the world. I happen to be placed where my family come from Louisiana, but I happen to be placed in Houston. When my mama moved from Louisiana, came to Texas, Houston, Texas, this is where I'm at, but it's in America. I haven't been outside of America. This is all I know. This is where my people at. This is where my Black American brothers and sisters at, who y'all like to call FBA. So at the end of the day, when y'all say you don't know where you come from, you don't know. Yes, we do. You think we don't know where we come from. And this is how y'all use these propaganda tools against Black Americans to try to manipulate situations so you can tell the world that this is the only people on the face of the earth that don't have an identity when we do have an identity. You know we have an identity. John Hagee, he know the truth, y'all. This is why I keep telling y'all, they know the truth, but this is political. This is an agenda. He got to go according to the agenda. TD Jakes got to go according to the agenda. Creflo Dollar got to go according to the agenda. All Christian preachers, they all go according to the agenda. They can't step outside of that 501c3. They can't step outside of that theology degree. They have to teach false doctrine. They have to preach that the Jewish people are the chosen people. They'll shut their church down. They'll lose funding. They'll lose members. They don't want that. So they continue to lie like he's doing right now.
It is the final kingdom. Therefore, Jerusalem is not just the epicenter of the past, but it is the shoreline of eternity. No other city compares to that. Washington, Rome, Moscow, London, they'll be like a tent at the end of a dirt road when Jesus Christ sets up his eternal kingdom in the city of Jerusalem. There's a very powerful presence of God in that city.
Yeah. Come on. As followers of Jesus, Jerusalem should be important to us because, as you just laid out, Pastor, it's so important to God Almighty. So it's very important to us. Take it back 3,000 years plus. Pastor, the Jewish people were in Jerusalem. It was their ancestral, eternal capital. Yet we have some today and elsewhere, not that there was ever any Jewish presence in Jerusalem, in the old city, the Temple Mount, the Western Wall. Why is this such a problem today? To have people denying Israel's claim to Jerusalem. This is a dangerous movement we have around the world right now. Denying history.
It's been said there are none so blind as those who refuse to see.
This white man said denying history. Y'all see why the Most High say that these people speak with a fourth tongue? Their mouth was smooth like butter, but inwardly, like, come on, family. Do you not hear this man just lied and said we are rejecting history, but all history tell you that these people come from Europe. All history tell you that these are Khazarians. These are Ashkenaz. These are children of Japhet. They belong in Europe. They don't belong in Palestine. Did you know that Nebuchadnezzar, all the way down to Rome, this is called the Gentile dynasty? These were all children of Japhet, family. From Nebuchadnezzar, from the Medes and the Persians, to the Greeks and to the Romans, these was all children of Japhet, family. Remember, Yah let everybody have a chance to rule the earth. He let Ham first, which was Nimrod. And then he let the Israelites. We messed up. Ham messed up. Then he gave it to the Gentiles, which are the children of Japhet, and they messing up. So do you see that Yah has been very fair? He let all of Noah's sons have a chance. So the point that I'm making, Nebuchadnezzar, Medes and the Persians, the Greeks, and then the Romans, these are all children of Japhet, family. So today, when you look at these people, and they are telling you that, no, I am a Jew. No, they not, family. They come from Europe. They come from Europe. They have an identity. They have a nationality. They know where they come from, but they cosplaying as you. They cosplaying, family. This is all we saying. They cosplaying. I don't know what's going on with Google Earth today, but you need to get it together, bro. I don't know what this is. Yeah, I was gonna show y'all something on Google Earth. I was trying to see, do I still have it? Let me see. Let me see if I got my files. Let me see. Import. It's all good. They like to mess with people projects, so I ain't gonna worry about it. But anyway, like I'm saying, this man right here is a manipulator. He should not be teaching the scriptures. Yah gave you the oracles, Israel, and we have to do our job with the oracles. But it must be done in the right spirit because you represent Yah. And we don't want to give him a bad name because we didn't gave him a bad name long enough. Now it's time for us to get it right. And if you don't want to do right and you want to do wrong, at least if you do wrong, at least try to do it right. You're going to get in trouble anyway, so you might as well try to do wrong right. So our job is to wake up the minds of our people first and then spread this gospel to the four corners of the earth. So if some of these nations want to be pulled out the fire individually and cleave to the God of Israel, if you were smart, you would cleave to the God of Israel. But if you want to be like the rest of your counterparts and continue to be racist in your spirit and in your mind, and don't think you have to renew your mind and try to come in just any old kind of way, man, you're going to get hit upside your head so hard that y'all going to throw a punch and it's going to knock your wife out. But he punched you though. Your wife going to fall. See, most of you Gentiles, I can just tell by y'all demeanor and spirit, most of y'all ain't going to cleave to y'all. You know why? Because you've been racist so long, you don't know how to refrain from that type of mind. It take a person who really want to serve y'all to say, look, man, y'all are the people of the book. I'm cleaving to y'all. I don't care about nothing else my people talking about, what they got going on. I'm cleaving to the God of Israel. That take a certain type of individual. And you got some Gentiles, they have cleaved to the God of Israel. So we can't deny that. All you Israelites who want to get mad because somebody cleaving to the God of Israel, that goes to show me your spiritual growth, that you still a baby. You still a baby. Why are you worried about somebody else cleaving to your God? You should be happy they want to cleave to your God because they trying to be blessed like you are blessed. I see God blessing Israel. Y'all are people of the book. I want to cleave to your God. Why are you going to deny me that? I want some blessings too. Because I see that by obeying this God, you get blessed. And I want my house to be blessed. You can't deny nobody that. But that let me know that you're a baby in this walk. And you're always trying to give me scriptures. I'm going to tell you right now. Y'all always trying to challenge me, man. And I don't mind it, but y'all try to do it from a spirit of you think you know more than me. And if you think you know more than me and that's your position and that's what you want to stand on, okay, you know more than me. Don't get demolished. Please, man, don't get your feelings hurt like that. I always trying to throw these scriptures at me about who the Gentiles was and being a light to the Gentiles in Israel. Stop it, man. Stop it. Stop. You're not dealing with a little boy. You're not dealing with somebody who lacking the scriptures, bro. Stop. For this Bible demolish you and make you feel bad about them lies y'all be telling. Like I said before, Israel is his first love. I got to wake up my brothers and sisters first. And in the midst of waking them up, if somebody want to cleave to the God of Israel, because they see that Israel is being blessed, I cannot deny them that. I would not deny them that. They can cleave to the Elohim if they choose to. Get out of people's way and make sure you're going to be saved. That's what you should do. Make sure you're going to be saved while you worrying about who else going to be saved. And like Positive just said, if they love Yah wholeheartedly, those Gentiles will cleave correctly. So this is what we're talking about, representation. If I represent Yah right, they're going to cleave anyway. They're going to cleave anyway. I don't have to curse out these Gentiles. I don't have to be disrespectful. Now, don't get me wrong. I don't want to be a hypocrite. Y'all hear me sometimes when they come in here being disrespectful. I give them what they asking for. But that don't mean I'm denying every Gentile because one Gentile came in here trying to be a troll, that I feel that way about all Gentiles who are trying to cleave to the Elohim. I just gave the troll what he was looking for. But why are y'all trying to deny other people access to your Elohim when he want all people to know who he truly is? Meaning that they've been worshiping idols, they've been sacrifices to the devil, and the Elohim been in Israel the whole time. But they don't know that. Why they don't know that? Because you refuse to teach your Elohim, because what has happened to us got us feeling a lot of type of way. And you got a right to feel that type of way. But at the end of the day, what you think Yah feel when your ancestors kept provoking him to jealousy, provoking him to anger, I mean, really just made our Elohim feel totally bad. You don't think that he have feelings? You don't think that he got different attributes to where he feels some type of way when we was worshiping all those idols and putting it in his face? And I'm talking about even sacrificing to them when you was giving them idols gifts, gold and frankincense. You don't think he feels some type of way? Because we provoked him to anger, guess what he did? He let us know what it feel like to be provoked, and he let us know what it feel like to be jealous. So he opened up the door for the Gentiles to come in, and now look what we do. We are jealous. Oh man, I can't believe. No, man, God didn't give them no access. No, they got, but he did though. You know why he did? Because he wanted you to know what it felt like to be jealous. And that's why they wanted to kill Paul in the New Testament, because they was mad that Paul went to the Gentiles. And by Paul going to the Gentiles, they wanted to stone Paul. Guess why? Because they was mad. Why was they mad? Because they don't want nobody else to serve their God, but they don't want to serve God. If we can't have them, you can't have them. But you do got them, Israel. Nope, but we don't want to serve them. We don't want you to serve them. Do y'all understand what y'all brothers saying? The reason why I'm able to preach correctly the word of Yah, because I have no agenda, and Yah is examining all of us, and he see that. I'm just about the truth. I'm not about an agenda. You can't trip me up on my words. You can't get me on the phone call and try to do to me what you try to do to my brother Truth Unedited, which I found was wicked. Hey, Genesis, that's your name? The dude that's over Genesis. Boy, you wicked, boy. You exposed a phone call between you and Truth Unedited, and you played it on the live for the world to hear to try to demean that man. You think God pleased with you, boy? Do you think Yah is pleased with you? No, he not, bro. That was wicked what you did. Truth and man, they shouldn't even be mad at Truth Unedited. You the problem. You shouldn't expose that phone call. That was between you and him. That was in private, in secret. And you came on YouTube to make him look bad, and you exposed him. And guess what you did? You opened up a door for Corey Minor to attack this man and slander him, to play your video, to slander Truth Unedited. So now Truth Unedited going to hell according to Corey because you played a phone call that was in private. Y'all, brother, some of y'all are wicked to the core, man. Y'all just wicked, bro. I don't see a lot of men calling out a lot of men. I don't see it, family. I just don't. Brothers don't get called out. They get pampered. Or let hit on the head. Just don't do it again. Don't do that again. If there was a black woman who exposed phone calls, oh my God. Wicked B word. Wicked H word. Jezebel spirit. That's why in the Bible you got a curse scab on your head, you're bald headed. That's why God cursed the black woman. Oh, but I mean, just all kind of things towards the black woman. But nobody got on Genesis for exposing that phone call but Bro Tim. Bro Tim was the only one called this man out for the wickedness, and Corey, he called out Corey too, for the wickedness that they did, exposing phone calls that was in private and in secret. And like Bro Tim said to you, Truth Unedited, and I'm saying this out of love, brother, don't ever allow no man to cause you to trip up on your words to where you start saying something behind the scenes that you are not willing to stand on your platform. If you teach the Gentiles can be saved, you stand on that, brother. You don't get behind the scene and start saying, I don't teach that. Yes, you do. And you stand on it, brother. You're not doing nothing wrong. You standing on the scriptures. But they try to manipulate your words and get you caught up because that's what Satan do. He's the father of lies. And absolutely, 78 vet, if Truth Unedited really want to, he can sue you, Genesis, because it's illegal to expose phone calls that's recorded in secret between you and the other individual. So that's really illegal what you did. And you did it with a despiteful spirit to make him look bad and to demean him. Now you got Corey slandering him. And now people attacking Truth Unedited. Brother, hold your head up, brother. I'm giving you advice. You stand on it. Whatever come out of that Bible, you stand on it. I don't care who get mad at you. You stand on it, brother. What you can say behind the scene, also be willing to say on your panel. And what you say on your panel, also be willing to say on the phone call. Don't ever switch up when it comes to the scriptures. You stand on it, Truth Unedited. You stand on it, brother. But I ain't blaming you for anything. I blame Genesis. Because he the one exposed the phone call. You didn't. All these people who want to attack you, but you teach better than they do. All these people who want to attack you, but you conduct yourself and represent Yah in the right spirit. So what are you really doing wrong besides you tripped up a little bit? You let somebody cause you to, trip up. But look how you represent Yah though. See, they look past all that because they want to demean you, brother, because you got a big platform, and Corey is trying to eat off of your platform. That's why he always attacking you, because Corey is trying to build his platform off of Truth Unedited, but he doing it in a wicked way. And you trying to appease Caucasian people by attacking Truth Unedited because Truth Unedited got the ear of the people and you don't, Corey. So what you do is you demean people, you slander people, and you want access to those viewers and subscribers because you're trying to build your channel. But look how you doing it, Corey. Wickedly. You're doing it wickedly, Corey. But you say you're a man of God, right? But you're saying this man going to hell, but you're a man of God, right? I noticed that a lot of men of God, a lot of y'all wicked. That's why he say, do not marvel. Even Satan can transform into an angel of light. That's why I examine brothers when I talk to them and I look them dead in the eye. I'm not playing. I look at everybody dead in the eye when they talk to me. I just stare at them. They be like, man, you all right? I be like, no, I'm just listening to you, huh? The eyes is going to tell you everything. When they get to fidgeting and eyes moving all around, yeah, nigga, something ain't right about you. You can't even look at me in the eye as a man. You fidgeting. What you fidgeting for? Because most of these people come around you, they got an agenda. They're not coming around you for no brotherly relationship and have a brotherly connection. They're coming around you to find out something about you, hear you say something, record you, and then they're going to try to expose you. So be careful, Truth Unedited. Don't let that happen again, brother. If I was you, don't talk to none of these camps behind those scenes, brother. They got an agenda. Real brothers wouldn't do that to you. Real brothers wouldn't record no phone call. They just wouldn't do it, bro.
And they simply refuse to see. As we sit here right now, they are uncovering the city of David in Jerusalem. Every few days, they find something in Jerusalem or in Israel that has the name of a Bible prophet or someone who worked in government who sealed official documents. Those implements of archaeology are testimonials of the veracity of the fact. Always been the heritage of the Jewish people and only the Jewish people. Today, yesterday, tomorrow, and for Jerusalem belongs to the Jewish people.
You were talking about how nations will be judged on how they have treated Israel.
Absolutely.
That's very, very important. Can you talk more about that?
Absolutely. Whenever the bride of Christ goes to heaven,
y'all ain't hear this, man? Let's say the rapture happened right now. Ain't no such thing as a rapture, family. Do y'all not hear this, man? Ain't no such thing as a rapture, Israel. It's not in the Bible. No such thing as a rapture. This man gone in the head, man.
We will all go through the judgment seat of Christ where we are judged for our lives. It's not if you're going to heaven or not, you're already there. But the quality of your Christian life is going to be measured. You will be given one of 5 different kinds of crowns. I write this in the latest book that I have just written. And those crowns will tell you what you have done on this earth, the soul winner's crown.
If y'all want to know who came up with the rapture, just go look up a man by the name of what's his name? Look up a man by the name of John Nelson Darby. John Nelson Darby. Check him out when y'all get a chance. His name is John Nelson Darby. He is the one that started to spread the pre-tribulation rapture. Now, pre-tribulation mean they're going to be taken away before Christ come back. But the Bible don't support that. There's no scripture in the Bible that say that the Lord is going to catch people to heaven pre-tribulation. No scripture. That's why John Hagee is not reading the scripture. Y'all notice he's just talking. He's doing the same thing that T.D. Jakes do. They just talk. They never go into the Bible and bag these things up, line up on line and precept on precept, because John Hagee don't know how to do that. What John Hagee know how to do is continue to push the political agenda of the Jewish people who continue to cosplay as the Israelites. That's his job, is to push this agenda, not to teach. So John Nelson Darby is the one who came up with pre-tribulation rapture.
The elder's crown, the victor's crown, the crown of life, these crowns you will have. And then the robe of righteousness, which is the robe that is the reflection of your righteous acts on the earth. That's a direct quote from the Bible. We will be there for 7 years now, going through the marriage supper of the Lamb. And then we're going to come back to earth. And there, when Jesus Christ comes back after the tribulation, he is going to have a period of time where he does first judges the nations. It's called the judgment of the nations. And the basis of this judgment is, how did you treat the Jewish people? And how did you treat the nation of Israel?
Y'all don't hear this? Y'all see what I mean when I say it irks my soul to listen to Caucasian preachers teach our scriptures? The reason why it irked me, family, because they don't have a truth bone in their body. All they do is lie, family. They know that these people is not the people of the book. They know this. They know you are the children of God. But instead of just telling the truth, and Yahweh have mercy on them for telling the truth, they continue to lie and say they going to heaven. Why y'all think they came up with this rapture? Why you think they came up with all these watered down doctrines? Because the black preacher have the same Christianity as the white church. The white church form of Christianity today, not the one they was doing in Africa, because they already had a form of Christianity in Africa, in Ethiopia, in South Africa, in West Africa. They was already worshiping a form of Christianity. The Europeans came in Africa with missionaries, and guess what? They bought siege aboard jail, and they bought a white supremacy form of Christianity. That's what your black preachers are dealing with today. Because you have to ask yourself, why the black church have the same white siege aboard jail guard as the white church? They got the same God. Y'all don't think something wrong with that picture? The black church and the white church don't worship the same. Our people have a lot of zeal, but it's not according to knowledge. The white church teach from the siege aboard jail perspective, which is the reason why they go to church. Don't y'all know, do y'all research on this? White people have been leaving Christianity for Buddhism. You know why? Because you waking up. The world has exposed siege aboard jail as a fraud, and that white people can't have siege aboard jail. They don't want Christianity neither. White people's whole political and religious agenda, as far as church go, is because a siege aboard jail is hanging on the wall. Did y'all know that? They don't go to church for any real wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. They go to church because when they look at siege aboard jail, it empowers them. It empowers them. That's why they go to church. You take siege aboard jail away, Sunday, the white church is gonna be empty. And this is why they leaving Christianity, because you Israelites are waking up. They realize that we don't have nothing to stand on if we don't got C.J. Boy jail, the Negro man, women, and children, then expose C.J. Boy jail as a fraud, a real man who lived. His father was Pope Alexander VI. The man was a murderer. The man was a rapist. The man tried to sleep with his sister. Now that Caucasian people see we didn't expose that, they don't want to go to church no more. I don't want to do Christianity no more. I'd rather go do Buddhism and yoga. I keep telling y'all, if you take white Jesus away, it's a wrap. And he have been taken away. Because now they're giving you a Palestinian Jesus, an Arab Jesus, an East Indian Jesus, an Iraqi Jesus, a Gurkistanian Jesus. They're giving you all these other Jesus outside of C.J. Boy jail because the world have exposed C.J. Boy jail. They know he not white no more. Now you got white people coming out saying, Jesus was never white. He's Middle Eastern. Now they switching it up, y'all. At first he was white. Now he Middle Eastern. Now we exposing that. Guess what they doing? He was olive color. But olives are brown, black, green, and red looking, but they don't deal with the black one. They go to he was green. But they won't tell you here they got black olives, so they go with the brownish, reddish, green one and say he was this color, the kind of reddish, brownish man. I'm gonna let this go a little bit more.
And Jesus said, inasmuch as you've done it unto the least of these my brethren. He's talking about the Jewish people, not Gentiles. Jesus never called a Gentile his brother before the cross. Before the cross, we were pagans. We were, as Paul said, outside the covenants of Israel, without God and without hope. But he said, when this moment comes, I'm going to judge these nations based on how they have treated the Jewish people. And those who have abused the Jewish people, he says, will be cast into eternal torment. And those who have blessed the Jewish people will be invited to enter into the millennial kingdom.
He never said that, y'all. He never said if you bless the Jewish people, you're going to be saved. He never said that, family. What scripture say that? What scripture say that, family? Why are you the only people going through it throughout the world, but everybody else is blessed? Let me be carnal-minded for a minute. Is that okay? I want to be carnal-minded. Yah created all nations. Yah created all nations. But Yah only allowing you to go through hell. Nobody else. All people have sinned. All people have fallen short of your glory. So why do we got to continue to go through it for 400-500 years and nobody else? If you are a God of love, why you won't allow us to enjoy the earth like you allow others to enjoy the earth? Why we have to be the tail and not the head? Why we can't have economic structure and power? Why we can't pick ourselves up out of the gutter? Even though we have picked ourselves up out of the gutter, but I'm talking about as a people. Why are you doing this to us if I'm a Gentile? If I'm a Gentile and I'm not the Jewish person that's chosen by you, why are you not punishing them? Why are you punishing us? Should not you be punishing your own people? Should not you be punishing the Jewish people who you made a covenant with, but they control the banks, they control Hollywood, they control the media, they control the hip hop world, they control everything. So I thought you told me they were supposed to be cursed. So why are you blessing them? Why are you curse us? We ain't your people. They your people, but you curse the wrong people. You curse black people. You got black people at the bottom. You made black people the tail and not the head. I'm supposed to be over your Jewish chosen brother. We supposed to have economic power. We supposed to have all our resources. We don't supposed to be going through this, Elohim. They supposed to be going through it, but they over there kicking the Palestinians' butt. But you told me your people was going to be at the bottom and they would not be able to stand before their enemies. So what is your chosen Jewish people race doing, destroying the Palestinians when it's supposed to be the other way around? Carnal minded. I had to get carnal minded just to paint a picture to prove to y'all that it is impossible for them to be the chosen people, but he punishing us. Make it make sense.
There is a fact from Genesis 12 to the last dot and tittle of the book of Revelation that the person, the nation, the church that blesses Israel, God will bless. And those who do not bless Israel or the Jewish people do not nearly as prosper as those who do.
Yeah, and Pastor, as you've said many times, history bears that out. At CUFI, Christians United for Israel, I'd say we are a Genesis 12:3 organization. We truly believe that God blesses those who bless Israel, curse those who curse Israel. Pastor, as you've so eloquently laid out time and time again, Haman, the Nazis, the Philistines, the Romans, the Greeks, all abused Israel and the Jewish people. Where are they today? They're in the ash heap of history. But Israel survives, thrives against all odds. Shifting gears for a second, Pastor. Born to be blessed. Pastor, this book for me.
All right, that's enough. Hold up, let me get this straight. How can the Jewish people be fighting the Philistines with the Philistines come from Ham? And Ham looked just like the children of Israel. So you mean to tell me all the way back in ancient time, that was the Jewish people in that hot sun fighting the Philistines? You mean to tell me a Caucasian man was fighting Goliath? Are you serious? Boy, y'all ain't come to 1948. So how y'all was fighting some Philistine? How you was fighting the Canaanite and the Girgashites and the Jebusites and the Hittite? You know the sun rise from the east, right? That means it get very hot over there. And y'all can't even hang in the sun right now. You're getting sunburned. But y'all was in ancient times, right? Fighting the Philistines, fighting Goliath in them, right? In that hot sun. In that hot sun, that was y'all. But you can't stand in the sun right now. Your skin peeling. But that was y'all though, right? This is why I'm telling y'all. We as the men of Israel and our sisters, because he blessed both of us. He said, I poured out my spirit on my sons and my daughters. We got a job to do, family. Whether these people hear us or forbear, who cares? Our job is to plant the seed to those who want the seed. And those who don't want the seed, we keep it moving. Whether they look like us or not, we don't have time to fight our people. What we have time to do is spread this word, family. And we have to do our job. But we have to do it in the right spirit and good representation. Because Yah deserve the best. Yah sure deserve the best. We can't be out here representing Yah and giving him a bad name. It's just like you giving your employer a bad name. You don't give Yah a bad name, family, and make him look bad. That's why he got mad at David. David gave him a bad name. That's why he got mad at Israel. Israel gave him a bad name. He said, you have blasphemed my name among the heathen. Yes, we have. Because the representation is everything. Let's get out of here right quick. I want to show y'all something else. Now, after I play this video, I'll be done. Now, I want y'all to know I like this preacher. I like him. But I got a problem because y'all always talking about the problems with our people, but you won't tell them why the problems are happening. Now I'm not trying to attack this elder. I like him. I like a lot of things he say. But I don't like the fact y'all always talking about the problems, but you never tell them why the problems are happening. So I want y'all to check this out. I ain't gonna even play all these other videos with these Christians talking about God love the Jewish people. It's the Jewish people. He love the Jewish people. Man, be quiet, man. Let me play this video right here of this elder. He said a lot of great things, but I'm about to just paint a picture with this. I just want y'all to hear this.
African Americans, we of the darker hue, we great people, represent 13% of the American population. And you know, we've never grown beyond 13%. The Hispanics now are over 20%.
Sir, you believe that, sir? Come on, sir. You been around longer than me, sir. You really believe we just 13% over 500 years? It's just 13, sir? Come on, sir.
And growing. You ever think about that? Why we stay at 13? And of that 13%, 8% are women. Of that 8%, only 3 to 4% are ovulating women. I'm headed somewhere. So, women of God, and our great conferences that we have, both local, jurisdictional, and national, that means that 3%, 3 to 4% of African American women are responsible for almost 40% of the nation's abortions. And the dumb dogs won't bark. Roof! It's time to bark. These forces are coming in. Boys and girls are being turned out. And church kids don't get turned out at the club. Church kids don't get turned out at the crack house. Church kids don't get turned out in the red light district. Church kids get turned out at the convocation, at AIM, at the workers' meeting.
I got a good question I want to ask y'all. If black women are having more abortions than any other race of women, would that not benefit Trump? Why would he put into effect the abortion bill to stop abortions? Because white women was having abortions more than any other race of women. And because they are not ovulating or having children, Trump had to put an end to that, because Trump is trying to continue their race. They are the ones declining, not us, sir. We're not 13%, sir. Our women don't have more abortions than any other race of women, sir. So when you look at the numbers, because that's what you're doing, you're dealing with statistics. You believe the Caucasian man statistics, right? Because that's what you're going by. But I'm telling you, according to a bill that Trump put in place, I ain't talking about no numbers. I'm talking about Trump know that white women are not having children. They are the ones, they own white people say white women have more abortions. I didn't have to look at no numbers, sir. I'm going by their own mouth. Their mouth saying that white women have more abortions than any other race of women. And that is the reason why Trump put that bill in place. It don't got nothing to do with black women, because if black women was having more abortions than any other race of women, it would benefit Trump, because we'll be being diminished and he wouldn't have to put that bill in place. But because their women are diminishing and killing their babies that supposed to be born to continue to push for their race, they not doing that. So Trump had to put that bill in place for them, not you, black women. So that's why I see why people say, if you don't have the facts or understand what you're saying, don't speak on it. He just going off of white supremacy rhetoric. He talking about we still 13% and we haven't went past 13% and we've been here 400-500 years, y'all. This man think we not having children. Sir, we are having children way more than Caucasian women. In the next couple of years, like the next 5-10 years, it probably won't even be no more white looking people no more. It's gonna be straight brown skin and dark melanin people up on this earth, because white women ain't having babies. They not. So Trump put a bill in place to stop abortions. It had nothing to do with black women. Trump don't care about you to stop you from getting abortions, if that was true, because Trump will keep that bill in place, because it's benefiting the white race, that if we killing our babies and we diminishing and we not populating like we should, that will benefit Trump. But it didn't benefit Trump because white women are slaughtering their babies at the abortion clinic. And Trump didn't like that because Trump is saying in his mind, we need those babies. We need to push our race forward because we are the ones diminishing, not the black people. So, sir, get the facts right. That's all I'm saying. You know, you just saying stuff. You know, that ain't good, sir.
Local, jurisdictional, national. These things happen on a national level. And who's barking? Pastors, we need you. We need you. What if all of us said something? Got men walk around in our meetings dressed like women. The whole meeting. The whole meeting. And nobody. Monday night, Tuesday night, Wednesday night. Very few will ever say anything. And it seemed to me we don't care. So you got little children walking around saying, Mama, Daddy. Why is that man dressed like a woman? Or you got the little church, and not every church is as big as some of your churches. Some of you got nice churches and to send the youth to the meetings, or you could just do it and just write a check. But then there are other churches that struggle and they get their money together and they've been telling their youth how great this church is, and they go to the jurisdictional meetings, or they go to the national, or they go to the district, and they get there. And when they get there, they see this.
Y'all know why I played this video? A whole bunch of talking. A whole bunch of talking about black women getting abortions. A whole bunch of talking about how men are dressed as women and young boys and young girls and all of that. Why he haven't told them they the children of Israel? Why he haven't told them why these things are happening? This is what I mean by Christianity. The people in the background is jumping up and down when he say one trigger word. Oh, amen, preacher said. You better say it. You better say it, preacher. He ain't said nothing though. Tell them that he just say y'all are a great people, but he won't tell y'all who this great people are according to the Bible. But he's saying all these fake statistics, regurgitation from white supremacists, but he not one time told them they are the children of Israel. The reason why these things are happening to you because there was a set of curses placed on our people. He didn't tell them any of that. That's why I played this video. All preachers do this that look like you. They always telling you about the problems, but they won't never tell you why these problems are happening. This is what I mean when I say I have not found one Christian preacher that is willing to tell the truth, not one. Now, they may be out there. I just haven't seen them yet. Oh, yes, I got one. But he passed away. Pastor Darby. He was the only Christian preacher that told the truth. Pastor Darby was the only Christian preacher that I could honestly say he told the truth. And then when they was telling him that he was that we was the children of Israel, Pastor Darby kicked against it at first. And guess what Pastor Darby did? He said, man, let me look into this on my own. After Pastor Darby did his research, guess what he came back and said? Man, we are the children of Israel. It's true. So he started teaching we was the children of Israel. So you see how humble Pastor Darby was? He was a Christian. He denied that we was Israel. He did his research, and then he came back and started teaching them they was Israel. That's the same thing happened with Truth Unedited. Truth Unedited used to get millions of views. But when Truth Unedited started teaching you was the children of Israel, his channel took a big hit. So I thought we supposed to love Israel. So why when people start teaching the truth of Israel, all nations get mad and they don't want to support you no more. But if you say the Jewish people are the children of Israel, then they will support you. This what the Bible mean when he say all nations are confederate. Because when they find out you are the children of Israel, they get in their feelings. When you say the Jewish people are the children of Israel, they happy and they glad. But when it's you, they sad and they mad. Make it make sense, man.
Normally, they see these men and women walking around looking as they ought not, dressed in provocative clothes, men acting like women and women acting like men, and the children don't know what to think, and they go back home to that little local church. And now the pastor's got to try to explain to those kids what they saw. The world, I'm going to preach in a minute. The world is trying to get in, it's forcing itself, pushing, and the enemy wants to silence us. I want you to know, praise the Lord, that when we are silent, it's called the rule of tacit admission. Just as silence gives permission in a wedding vow. If there's anyone who sees any cause why these two should not be married, let him speak now, or let him.
Now he just hooping. Now he just hooping, family. Remember when I showed y'all the last time what hooping mean? Now he just hooping. That's all he doing, family. And I like the preacher, but at the end of the day, sir, you're not telling them anything that's beneficial to them. You need to let them know why these things are happening to them, and you need to let them know how to come back to Yah, how to repent to Yah. What are the causes and effects, and how do we get out of it? These are the cause and effects. This why it's happened. You need to come back to Yah. This how you repent. Why y'all don't teach y'all members? Why you don't educate your members? Why you don't feed your members? He told Peter, do you love me? Yeah, I love you, Lord. Feed my sheep. Peter, do you love me? Yes, I love you, Lord. Feed my sheep. Peter, do you love me? Come on, Lord. I love you. Feed my sheep. Why y'all don't feed the sheep, man? You're doing a whole bunch of talking, sir. But I don't understand what is all this talking doing. Everybody standing up behind you. What did you say? What did you say that moves so many to stand up? What did you say, sir? I see why the Bible say there should come a falling away first, and then should that wicked be revealed. A lot of people are going to fall, family. You know why? They don't want no truth. And then a lot of them going to accept the mark of the beast. Because if you haven't been walking with Yah or Yahshua and establishing your foundation ahead of time, you think you're going to be able to turn on the switch when your stomach is growling? When you hungry? And you give up your mama? You give up your son? You give up your daughter? You give up your infant baby just for a morsel of bread or something to drink to cool off your tongue? Do you think you're going to be able to turn a switch on when they ask you to bow down to an image that the beast is going to create, that's going to walk and talk? And whoever don't bow down to this beast system should be killed? Are you willing to take that chance at that moment when your faith is tested, but you hungry, your stomach growling, you weary, you in derision? You think you're going to be able to turn on the switch that quick in that moment if you haven't been establishing strong foundation now? This is where the falling away going to come away from. Because most of y'all going to be searching for Israelite teachers, but you won't be able to find them because there is going to come a famine of the word. Not a famine of bread and water, but a famine of the word. Y'all are going to say, what them Israelite teachers that was on the street corner? What them men who used to try to tell me to come back to Yah? What them men who was telling me to repent? What them men who was telling me I need to keep the Sabbath? What them men who was telling me I need to keep the commandments? Oh my God, I don't know what to do now. Where are they? You won't be able to find them. They would not be in arm's reach to you. Yah is going to remove them, and you are going to be a person in the wilderness, which we like to call the shadow of death. You're going to have no directions. You won't know what to do. You're going to be lost. And you're going to be searching for the men of Elohim, and you won't be able to find them. A lot of Christian churches are deceived. They are wildly ignorant of Yah's truth and his scriptures and his standard. They serve him with their mouth, but have removed their heart far from Yah. They don't know the will of Yah. They don't care about the things of Yah. They don't care about how Yah want to be worshiped. They don't care that Yah say obedience is better than sacrifice. These people don't care. It's all about tradition, what I've been taught, what my mama told me, what my grandma told me. This how my mama did it. This how my daddy did it. This how grandpa did it. This how grandma did it. This all these people care about is tradition. They don't care about anything that is true. They only care about tradition.
Forever hold his peace. If they hold their peace, that's silence. That is saying, I agree with you. And people get married. Look at the wickedness that's going on, and we're holding our peace. I mean, and we're not. It's not that we're muted. I mean, we're talking about things. We're just missing it. Jesus said to the Pharisees, Matthew 23:24, he says, you blind guides, you strain at a net, but you swallow the camel. We're swallowing camels. And we're headed fast. In the upper room, I'm going to need y'all to say amen, because everybody might forsake. We're running. Not all. And when I say we, not everybody. I'm talking about the collective. I'm talking about trends. I'm not talking about that's sanctified people.
Don't y'all know most of our brothers and sisters don't behave strangely? They take a few bad apples off the internet, whether that's a brother or whether that's a sister, and they will paint the whole race as that brother and sister. Don't y'all know that most of our people don't kill because we have jobs, we're taking care of our families. We don't have time to kill. We don't have time to be robbing. We don't have time to be doing things that's not beneficial to the family. Most of our people are not ignorant. Most of our people don't talk like this. Say blood, say cuz, say homeboy. Hey, where you from, cuz? Hey, cuz. Most of our people don't talk like that. Most of our people conduct themselves well in society. So what they would do is they'll take 5 women twerking on the internet and say, look at these black women. But they won't say, look at these 5 black women. They'll look at some brothers who shot another brother and say, all niggas do is kill. But no, that brother killed this brother. Not all black men killed their brother. So you would take one city and say these YNs is drilling each other. But all cities not drilling each other. You got a lot of sisters and brothers, they work very well together. I mean, doing great things together, and they dwelling in harmony and peace. But y'all won't highlight that though. But you only highlight the ignorance of some of our people, which we like to call bad apples in the bunch. All black women don't twerk on the internet. All black women don't dress half naked. All black men ain't toting guns, and all black men don't sag their clothes to where they just ignorant out there in the streets. But this is the picture that people paint. See, when it come to us, one do crime, we all do crime. One twerk on the internet, all black women twerk. One shoot a gun, we all take the blame for that crime. Black women do something to a baby, all black mothers are like this. Black woman raised her son to be effeminate. They say black women raise their sons to be effeminate, but most brothers that I see that's in the NFL, they not feminine, and they was raised by single mothers. NBA basketball players were raised by single mothers. They not effeminate. You got a lot of men that was raised by their mothers, and their mothers did the best job to raise men, and these men came out to be men. So why they don't highlight that? They may see a sister who dress her little boy up and have him effeminate. That's not all black women doing that to their sons. That's that black woman that did that. A black man may leave his household, and they say all black men leave their household. But guess what? The studies show that black fathers are the least to leave their families. I got a picture on my community post that nothing but black fathers was at their children's school supporting their babies, and it was nothing but black fathers. They don't highlight that. We are not the people that they paint. But we have bought into this propaganda because we also diminish our own people with this white supremacist mindset. A lot of people are coming out of it, but we still have a lot of our people who still speak on behalf of white supremacy because in the back of their mind, there's a little white man back there, even though they got melanin in their skin. The white man think for them. The white man articulate their words for them. There's a white man in their mind. It's not them. It's a white man in there. He talk for them. Our people don't do a lot of the things that people think we do, family. We all don't buck the police. I mean, some of us when we was young, we did because, you know, we was mad. We always getting harassed and you keep pushing a line in the corner, he gonna buck a little bit. But now today that we are men and we conduct ourselves as men and put away childish things, we don't buck the police because our families are waiting on us to get home. So we use our mind over emotions. We think before we speak. I know I have to be cool because I know this police looking for action, but I'm not going to give it to him. That's going to make him more mad when I am calm, cool, and collective. When I speak to him with respect, they're going to make him even more mad because he's looking for me to get stupid, but I didn't do it on his behalf. Stop falling for the white supremacist propaganda, family. A lot of these things you are told are lies. They lies. I'm getting up out of here. You know, I just wanted y'all to hear that. He didn't tell them they was the children of Israel. I mean, I can let it go a little bit more. Matter of fact, man, let's just go ahead and just hear what else he gonna say, man.
And here, people who love the Lord, who saved like the Bible says. And so I don't want you to miss my point. But our trends, if we keep going like we're going, we ought to change our name. So what changing for what? From a good old sanctified holiness Church of God in Christ to Baptist, Methodist. Because things that at one time was only found amongst them. I'm talking to the pastors. Is now alive and well amongst us. Y'all know what you're in. Y'all know about these funny handshakes. You know we got Masons in here, and you know the God of Freemasonry is not the.
All right, y'all. That's enough. That's enough. I wish that we can have a worldwide gathering with nothing but our people. Boy, I start crying. I ain't even lying to y'all. Boy, if we can all gather in one place. Oh, my Lord. If we can all gather in one place, I'm talking about, boy, our people. Just one time. One time before we get up out of here. Boy, tears will start flowing down. Because y'all know that they always lie and say every time we come together, something bad happened. So let me break this down to you. Nothing bad happened when we come together. It's called propaganda. So what they'll do is that they'll send somebody out there that's working for the government. He'll get into it with a brother and he'll shoot the brother. So then now they'll put it on the news and say, last night, black people was having a gathering celebrating Juneteenth. And two men got into it and one shot the other and killed him. So now, guess what people gonna say around the world? Every time them niggas get together, that's all they do is kill each other. But y'all gotta remember, this man was sent out there to cause this propaganda to kill his brother who worked for the government to make it look like when we come together, these things happen. But I want you to notice, when there is no propaganda, none of our people really get hurt. And I'm being real with you. Let me not say not really get hurt. I have been to many gatherings where our people was, and it was so beautiful, it can bring tears to your eyes. Seeing all them beautiful black people out there smiling and music going and food going and people dancing and playing dominoes and spades, and they want y'all to believe that every time we come together, all we do is kill. Come on now. Like I told y'all, I respect this pastor, but I wish he would tell them the reason why these things are happening, even though he said we are great people. But you got to let this great people know, sir, why they are going through what they're going through. Because believe me, if he on YouTube, he know the Israelites on YouTube. They all know about the Israelites, so why they won't just tell their members and go into the Bible and search these things out to feed their sheep, to let them know why these things are happening to them. We don't have time for watered down versions of the Bible. Christianity, you water it down. Teach our people the truth, sir. Because I do like this preacher. He called a lot of things out. So call the truth out. I can't wait till we can have that nationwide gathering. We need that for our people. And watch what the white man do. Y'all know it's coming. We shouldn't even tell nobody. We should only talk amongst ourselves in secret. Like somebody be the head over this gathering. Get with somebody y'all know that we can trust, who can gather the people together. Like a black Alpha Tariq in them. Get them brothers. You know black people gonna gather around them. Y'all can't say this out loud. Well, I'm saying it out loud right now, but y'all know what I mean. We couldn't tell them the day we gonna do it. Because everybody gonna do this. Can I come in? No, they're just a black gathering. You black people are wrong for this. Why y'all doing me like this? I want to listen to y'all music and eat y'all food too. This is reverse racism. This is wrong. This is not right. This is wrong. Well, Susie, we just want this to be a gathering for our people because we're trying to get back to loving us. But I love y'all too, though. We understand, Susie, but don't you got somewhere you can be tonight amongst your people, like listening to country music or doing 1, 10, 5, 26, 100, 42, 6. Don't you got somewhere you can be, Susie, with your people, with your folks? No, I'm gonna come in there with y'all. Where am I go? Our people food is bland. It's nasty. Y'all season y'all food. I want y'all. I'm telling y'all, I'm being funny, but this is the truth. They're going to start crying at the door, talking about reverse racism. Why we only want the black people in there? Everybody going to do this to us, family. Everybody. It's going to be just like on the movie Sinners. Can we come in? No. Why? Because I'm white? No, because you can go somewhere else where your people at and go down the street where your people at. That movie Sinners showed you, man, stop always letting everybody to the cookout. But our people, we are a compassionate, lighthearted people to where we just open our hearts up to everybody. And we feel bad about having a nationwide gathering with just our people. And sometimes other people among us say, this not right, y'all. Come on, go on, let them in. And then as soon as they come in, everything get thrown off, the rhythm thrown off. Now we end up doing a two-step like this. 5, 1, 93, 2000, 6, 4, 7, 7, 7, 8. Come on now. Come on now. That's all I'm saying, family. We got to love each other enough to not feel bad and be unapologetic about our love towards one another. We shouldn't have to explain our love to nobody. I shouldn't have to explain to somebody why I love you. I'm unapologetic about that thing. I'm not apologizing for loving you. I'm not apologizing for being there for you. Don't nobody else apologize for being there for their people, so why I'm apologizing for? To make somebody else feel good about my love for my people. That doesn't make any sense to me. I'm not finna pander to nobody when it come to my people. I'm gonna love mine the same way you love yours. I'm gonna be there for mine the same way you are for yours. I'm gonna stand up and fight for mine the same way you willing to stand up and fight for yours. It's not my job to fight for other people. It's my job to fight for my people. They have people to fight for them. What I'm gonna go fight for them for? That's just the way I think, man. I'm not saying people got to think like KJ. I just try to use logic why I think the way I think. So if somebody was to ask me a question, I can give them a logical reason the way I think. You might not agree with it, but I'm going to always be able to give a logical reason why I'm saying what I'm saying. So when I say I don't want to gather with other people, why you say that? I'm going to give you a logical reason why I don't want to gather with other people. I just love my people. Why you just love your people? I don't got nothing against other people, but my love is for my people the same way your love for your people. I'm going to give you a logical reason why I'm saying what I'm saying. You might not agree with it, but I'm going to give you my reason. So like I say, man, let me get up out of here. Let me play some music. I created some more music. Beautiful. Oh, my God. I'm about to play this song I created. It is called Black and Beautiful. Israel is black and beautiful. Oh, my God, when y'all hear this song. And then I'm going to let y'all hear the other one about us going to the wilderness. And then I'm going to get up out y'all hair. Well, until we meet again. So let me go ahead and play this real quick. Thank y'all for y'all support. Y'all already know. I love my people. I love my Israelite family. Even my Christian brothers and sisters who are still in religion. Y'all still our brothers and sisters. We trying to pull you out the fire. We trying to plant a seed in you in order for you to accept the truth of what the truth is. If you don't want it, there's nothing we can do. If you want the truth, grab on to the truth, and you can come to the lives. We got other platforms, brothers and sisters, who can teach you, equip you, guide you, and lead you into the way of truth. If you want it, you got many brothers and sisters who can give it to you. If you don't want it, we're not going to waste our time. We're going to keep moving, dust to dust off, and we're going to keep teaching and rocking and rolling. This your salvation in your hand. If you don't want it, that's on you. There's nothing we can do about that. Here go the song, family, Black and Beautiful.
Sunrise painting gold on ancient stones, drums in the air, feel it in my bones. A story untold, yet carved in the sky, black and beautiful. Let the truth fly through deserts that sing, through rivers that hum, the heartbeat of kings. It all comes from one. Israel is black and beautiful. Roots run deep, unmovable. The rhythm of life, unstoppable. Israel is black and beautiful, beautiful. From the olive trees to the sea so wide, wisdom whispers where the prophets cry. A tapestry woven, every shade, every hue, the soul of the land. It shines through. The soil speaks the names of ancestors' flames, a history claim, never erased. Israel is black and beautiful. Roots run deep, unmovable. The rhythm of life, unstoppable. Israel is black and beautiful, beautiful.
Now I want y'all to listen to this other one called Yahweh Will Protect Israel in the Wilderness. Yahweh will protect Israel in the wilderness. Let's get it.
Sand beneath my feet, no map in hand. Stars above, they guide this wandering band. Thirsty winds howl loud, but we stand strong. Yeah. Manna falls like mercy from the skies. A pillar of fire keeps the shadows in disguise. Oh yeah. Yeah, how I will protect Israel in the wilderness. Through the trials, through the test, He will lead us to rest. The mountains rise, they try to block our way. Rivers rush like giants in our day, but His voice breaks through the roaring tide. Cloud by day, He shields us from the heat. A mighty shepherd guiding weary feet. Oh yeah. Yeah, how I will protect Israel in the wilderness. Through the trials, through the test, He will lead us to rest.
The shadows creep, the winds grow thin. The heart feels heavy, where to begin? Oh yeah, we stumble, oh yeah, we fall. Your name's the answer to it all. Oh, save us, yeah, save us now from the hour of temptation. Show us how, lift us up, don't let us drown. Save us, yeah, save us now. Oh. Fire's near. The whispers echo, they spark the fear, yeah. But your light steady, your words the flame. Whoa, oh yeah, we call upon your name. Oh, every step feels like a trial, but you've been with us all the while. Save us, yeah, save us now from the hour of temptation. Show us how, lift us up, don't let us drown. Save us, yeah, save us now. Oh, oh, when the walls closing, when the night won't fade, when the soul feels low, and the heart's afraid, you're the rock, the shield, the guiding star. Oh yeah, we know you'll never fall. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. Save us now. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Sweeping through the lies like a storm in the night. Truth the lighthouse, shining so bright. They twist the words, they bend the page. But the wisdom of ages can't be caged. You can't fake the fire, it burns too real. Every verse, every line, it's the sword we wield. K. Judah be cleaning. They build their towers on sinking sand, but the rock won't move, it's where I stand. Whisper lies fall like broken glass. The word is eternal, it's built to last. The dust will settle, the fog will clear. Every falsehood fades when truth appears. We ain't bowing down, the counterfeit, the book don't lie. And that's the grid. K. Judah be cleaning.
That's it for me, family. Love y'all with the pure heart, man. And I just want to end with this.
Judah roars against the black church lies.
And your brother K. Judah who roars against Christianity want to say, Shalom to the mighty nation of Israel, and big salute to the beloved family. Shalom.